Well, hello there, and welcome back to another episode of Valheim. So in today's episode, we're gonna build a cozy little docks to go with our little manor over here. I think it's gonna look awesome. I kind of already started. I thought I was recording, but it turns out I wasn't, so that's always nice. But yeah, we haven't gotten too far, luckily. Basically what I did is I made a 2-wide dock over here, and then put some stairs in the middle, and then put some more over here, so it's gonna be 6 wide. And kind of what we're building over here is gonna be like a boathouse slash dock building over here, which I think is gonna look pretty nice. And as you might be able to tell, I wanted to include a little boat in here, and that way we also have kind of a idea of what we're gonna do. So yeah, we're gonna build a little building over here, which is gonna be attached to a little house. Well, I say little, but it's probably gonna be relatively bigger, because I do want to go out by a little bit more over here. So yeah, I guess we'll have to see. I'm kind of improvising as well, because I don't really know exactly what I want. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna keep building and just kind of see how it's gonna turn out. So I do want to have some poles over here. It's gonna be too high, so which I'm pretty sure will be enough space to fill this. I mean, it kind of seems like it. We're gonna need some pillars in the middle here as well. Something's off. There we go. My brain was derping out. There, that's what we want. And I think I want to have a little railing over here as well. Since we don't need to really need to use this side. Let's do the same thing over here. Like so. And I think to kind of decorate it. Let's see. Would it be possible? How does that look? Not really fan, to be honest. It's a little bit too fancy. Something we can do is try something like this, maybe. No, definitely not. Do a pole up here. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. It's kind of difficult because I want to do something fancy, but not too fancy, you know. So it's like, how can we do something with this? What if we place down a half pole in here? Could we get away with using this, possibly? You know what? That actually works. Keeps it a little bit more simpler. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Right, awesome. Same thing over here. So I'm kind of debating what I want to do for episode 60, which should be coming up, right? Because this is episode 59, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm still kind of torn about what I want to do. One possibility would be to do a roll tour, which could be fun. Always like a roll tour. Well, we could also do some more building, possibly, as well. So yeah, I'm still kind of on the fence with that, but I guess we'll have to see. Okay, so for the roof, we have 2 options, which we can try out. I don't think I want to keep it as open as possible, so I guess we could use these for now. Let's see, I'm thinking about doing a little round roof. Or at least round-ish. Let's see, how does that look? It does look pretty decent. What about like a sloped roof? That makes sense. Do 2 of these. And then a couple of these. Or just a regular roof. Let's try that as well. That's a little bit too tall for my liking, to be honest. Then again, maybe that will make the most sense. No, I think we're gonna go with this one. I like this one. So that's 145 and 226. Okay. Shut up, phone. Stop being rude. There we go. Nice. Let's lay down a beam. Across as well if we can. No, don't break. There we go. Definitely could use more support, but figure that out as we go. I think this is actually the first time I've used log beams to make a roof, which is pretty interesting. And honestly, I'm all for it. Yes, very nice. Alright, we gotta figure out some detailing as well. We possibly do something like this. Make a cross. Do one up here as well, of course. There we go. I think that's looking pretty good. Alright, let's see here. Can we do the same thing over here? That's how I did it, right? Yep. Question is, will this be big enough to let the boat pass through? Nope. Definitely not. I forgot about the top part, to be honest. Alright, so scratch that. Well, we cannot do it on this side, but we can definitely keep it on this side, so I guess that's alright. Alright. Now we just have to place down a roof real quick. Which shouldn't be too difficult. Never mind. Get up there. No. Alright. I can just do it from down here. It's fine. I usually like doing it from down below because it feels weird, you know? But for the sake of my sanity, I'm not just gonna parkour constantly. I mean, technically I could just build somewhat kind of a scaffolding kind of deal, but it's alright. It's not that big of a roof, luckily. And one more layer, then we should be good to go. Awesome. Let's see, and possibly could add a little ladder here. Never mind. Maybe on this side. No, too far. Over here. There we go. We can add a tiny little walkway going across here. Like so. Kind of makes sense to me, because you would think you have to be able to access the mast. Possible. So yeah. And it kind of looks good, to be honest. That's just a little bit more detail, you know? Yeah, that's good. I think we're done here, then that's pretty much it. Alright, looks like it's sleepy time, so I shall be right back. Here we go. Let's see here. So how do we want to proceed from here? Possibly we can turn these two blocks here into a little walkway. And then perhaps we can build like a small shed maybe over here. Do like a 3 wide. Something like that. Or should we do 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 3 wide would be the best, I think. So let's see here. We'll do a bada bing, a bada boom. Go ahead and take these all the way around. Like so. Put a nice doorway in the middle. I can find it. There we go. And honestly, we can just do like some storage chest over here. Maybe like a nice crafting table over on this side. Possibly we can just build some shelving as well. A few more chests. Like so. If I had access to barrels, I probably would have placed them too. But I don't feel like going back and making those barrel hoops. I mean, this will do fine anyway, because it doesn't have to be functional. There we go. Add some pillars in the corners. And of course some walls all the way around. And then we're just gonna do a simple roof. Just like that. There we go. Got ourselves a cozy little shed, which will do fine. What else? See, we could probably try to attach the building up against it. There we go. Go ahead and place down the rest of these stone floors. Do a little fancy bit over here. Ah, he dodged it. Oh my goodness, my aim is terrible today. There we go. I mean, definitely hit it on the first try. Totally. Let's see. I'm gonna have to go out by one more, maybe. Or... yeah, for symmetry's sake. I'm gonna have to go out by one more. There we go. Gonna have to level this down. Very nice. Then actually we're gonna have to add a couple more. This will be like the entrance. Actually, if we have a walkway here, we cannot really do a house. Let's try something here. Trying to see what the layout of the house will be. We could do a doorway over here. Oh, that's right, I was gonna do a house connected to the shed over here. Okay. Somehow I'm making this way more complicated for myself. I think I'm gonna need one more layer of foundations over here, to be honest. Can't even snap it down there. There we go. Actually, never mind. I want to keep it as small as possible, but it seems to be very difficult. We could potentially make one of those houses that has like a walkway in the middle. Like, let's see here. Or, I think I may have an idea. I'm not sure how to pull it off yet though. Actually, we're gonna need to keep these staircases over here as well. Okay. So we'll make a building. Then we'll go a little bit like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Go in. Yeah, I think I am happy with this layout. Is it getting dark again? Oh my goodness. Time seems to fly. Let's see, I think we should have enough time to fill this in really quick though. This part is gonna be a bit tricky. Would this look nice? Maybe? Yeah, we can definitely get away with that. Alright. Now let's go ahead and place down some walls here. We could potentially do a little window over here. And a window in the middle here, of course. There we go. Let's add these things. Did I use all my fine wood again? I did. Excuse me. Well, it's sleepy time anyway, so let me go get some. Oh yeah, by the way, I never gotten around to build the chimney that I was gonna build in the back here. So honestly, I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. I don't really feel like working on this anymore. So yeah, we're gonna call this building finished, even though it's not decorated and stuff, but that's okay. Also, we got this little lantern over here. Really cute. Alright, anyway, let's see here. I think I want to do the same thing that I did over on there. At least I think that's what I did over there, right? Yeah. Going slightly higher with the ceiling here. So basically it's gonna be too tall. 2 walls tall. There we go. And that should allow me to place down one of these over here. Why is that one taller? Could you snap to the right place, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, and it does connect up to the little shed here. So we could possibly add one of these corners here. See if that'll actually work. Maybe not. Yeah, never mind. It's not the same height, of course. Oh, come on. Work with me here. Thank you. Let's see, and then over here, we're gonna build another roof going that direction. I'm also tempted to build a second story. Actually, yeah, I like that idea better. Let's do a second story over on that side. And then over here, I want to place down some pillars. And then the corners real quick as well. But over here, I would like to do... See, maybe keep it lower. Like so. Make a nice little entrance. Go ahead and quickly place all these dark wood beams around. So that's gonna add a nice little detail. Let's go ahead and place down a floor. I think we're gonna have to make... Ooh, we can turn this part into a little balcony perhaps. Yeah, I think that would look pretty nice. This building is gonna be so much bigger than I originally intended. But you know what? That's okay. It's kind of the way it goes. Actually, on this side, I'm not gonna do a second story. I'll just do a nice 45-degree roof over here. So I think that will look just fine. There we go. We're gonna need a way up somewhere too. Let's see. Just make a nice little staircase over here. There we go. This building is not really gonna serve any purpose either anyway, so does it really have to make sense? What I will do is try to create a nice little fancy balcony maybe, if possible. Let's see, yeah, what if we did something like this? Place these down real quick. So yeah, let's go ahead and place the walls. Do a nice little window over here. Couple windows in the back here wouldn't hurt. Just to break it up a little bit. Because otherwise we'll just have a flat backside here. Which is not really ideal, but can't think of anything to put here right now, to be honest. There we go. Go ahead and beam it up all the way around again. There we go. Let's see here. Just gonna do a nice simple roof. Do we want to use the small ones or big ones? Actually, yeah, let's use the big ones. That should look pretty nice. Do the same thing over here. And over here, of course. And possibly in the back here to break it up as well. We can add another Keep forgetting what these are called. It's not a dormer, something else. Gable? Is that a word? Yeah, I think that's it. Gable, something like that. Whatever it's called, you know what I mean. It goes. And one of these inner corners. And over here as well. And over here. And one over here. Please. Thank you. By the way, have you guys seen that New World is shutting down? I was kind of sad when I heard the news. I mean, I don't personally play that game, but I did really hope that the game was gonna succeed. But unfortunately, they are gonna shut it down because apparently they cannot fund the game anymore, which is ridiculous in my opinion. I mean, how the heck can a multi-billion-dollar company say they cannot support that game anymore? That seems silly to me. But it is what it is. But yeah. In good news, I did hear that a lot of people, let's call them refugees from New World, are trickling over to Enshrouded and Valheim. They're kind of trying to get into the survival game, which is pretty good. I definitely would like to welcome all of you, if you are one of those people. But yeah, it's always going to be sad to me to see a MMO get cancelled or stop developing. And the worst part to me is they're not even going to set up like private servers. They're just going to shut the game down completely. At least that's what I think they're going to do. Not 100% sure anymore actually, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, they're going to shut down the servers. So it's going to suck. But who knows, maybe with some luck we will be able to get some private servers. I was kind of tempted to buy the game and check it out, but kind of seems like a waste of money to me if they are gonna shut down. But maybe with some luck, maybe if the game goes on sale for like 90% or something, I will probably pick it up and check it out. Because I am a huge fan of MMOs, and it definitely seems worth a try. I was always going to try it out, but I was kind of waiting for the game to develop a little bit more. Kind of like a few expansions in. And they are going to release one more expansion kind of deal though, as far as I know. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see. Is that everything? I gotta admit though, the building did turn out quite well. Yeah, everything turned out pretty nice in my opinion. I'm very pleased. Let's take a step back here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's gonna be a nice shot. And we got the boat in there, of course, chilling. We are gonna need a door over here, like so. Some of the final detailing. Guess we could also make a quick railing over here as well. Same thing over here. There we go. Sweet. Alright, so that's you. Get out of here. Anyway, so there's one more thing I would like to do before we wrap up this video. And it will also kind of complete the area pretty much. And that is a little gazebo. At least I'm pretty sure it's called a gazebo. It might be a pergola. I probably should have looked up the difference though, but it's fine. So yeah, we're just gonna build a simple design. Probably gonna be 4 wide, like so. And I wanna have some stone floors. I want to try to get them as low into the ground as possible. Where's my stonemason thingy? There we go. Yeah, I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to do with this little area over here. Because I definitely wanted to build something here. But yeah, I couldn't really figure out what. And I think a little gazebo would do very nicely. It will kind of tie everything up. It's gonna be relatively long. Like definitely at least this big. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. And it's gonna be pretty similar to this building over here. Almost pretty much the same actually, now that I think about it. So let's see here. Don't think I'm gonna need railings though. Yeah, this will do just fine. Definitely gonna need to do something like this though. Alright, awesome. I am gonna need to go one more bigger or smaller. 1 second. One of these, one of these. Yeah. Let's go one more bigger then. Could never hurt. Let's see, what do we need for that big table again? Need iron nails. I could probably get some. Anyway, let's just focus on the building first. Ooh, could we possibly do parts of the building, pillars, in stone? I don't think these can go into corners, can they? I think this thing should be able to. Gonna have to manually place it. That looks kind of good. There's gotta be a way to do this. Can't really clip through it even if I wanted to. Got something? I think that's good enough. Yeah. Alright. See if we can do the others. You gotta hold shift and kinda line it up the best as you can. No, that one is not good. That one went so well. How can I do this over here? Maybe lower? Oops. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Never mind. It was a pretty good idea though. There's probably a way that I'm missing or I forgot, because I'm pretty sure I've done something similar to that before. I just don't remember. Or was it with the black marble maybe? Yeah, it's the black marble one. Oh. Oh, we might need to get some black marble. Then again, would that look good though? I don't know actually. Yeah, never mind. Right. Moving on. Gonna do the same thing over here. Place a couple of these pillars in the corners there. And then just make little archways. The round logs. There we go. Get some pillars all the way around. It's a Grey Dwarf creeping army. Get dodge through. So crazy when you just start out. These guys are freaking terrifying. Especially the start ones. But as you get stronger, it's like, what are you doing? Alright, so I want to try something. I want to do like this little V shape, possibly. Could that be possible? Maybe if I add these, something like that. I think that will work. Yeah, awesome. Always wanted to do these kind of shapes, but I never really made a building that could have one of these. Nice. Start adding the roof support. Should be really relatively simple. And bada bing and bada boom. Amazing. And then just add a roof. Actually, now that I think about it, I think a gazebo has a closed-in roof like this. And a... what was the other thing that I said? Pergola? Is that the word? I think a pergola is more like an open roof design. I could be wrong on that though. Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, you guys get the general idea, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Right, let's add a little detail. I like that you can still add the top thingies, even without using the pre-built crosses. Yeah, I never really thought of doing it this way, but it kind of works. And I like it. That doesn't look good. Why are these things not lining up the same? Yeah, whatever. It's all good. And there we go. And I guess we might as well add some stairs over here. If we can. Same thing on the other side. Might have to do the entrance over here, actually. And then we'll just close this off like so. And I'm not really sure if I can add anything else, to be honest. Got the cavalry coming in. Get out of here. Yeah, I mean, all I need to really is just some decoration. Maybe add some, what do you call those things, braziers? That could be nice. Or we could do a nice hearth in the middle here. Ooh, actually, that might look nice. Is this the middle-ish? Maybe like right over here. Gonna need to... Let's see, will it let me place it right over here? Kinda. Yeah, that looks alright. Let's see, we can add some tables going along here. On this side as well. We'll keep this one a little bit shorter. And we're out of fine wood again. You guys are so annoying. That's why I keep sleeping, because I don't want to deal with these guys. Guess we could just do log benches. That looks fine too. There we go. And maybe just to decorate it a little bit more. Can add some little trees here in the corners. And then just plant a bunch of bushes all the way around. Of course, all the stupid workbenches are in the way. I may have gotten this one stuck. There we go. There. That looks alright. Add it in the back here. We can add some vines as well. Possibly. I haven't used these in a while, actually, now that I think about it. Could you stop that? I'm busy. Alright. I'm gonna go get some sleep. This is getting annoying. Yeah, honestly, the vines don't really make a whole lot of sense for this building. But I do like it. And that makes it worth it still. There we go. Let's go turn on the fire. Sweet. Where did that guy go? There you are. Sweet. Let me grab some wood here. I want to quickly go ahead and also put out a few fences here. Kind of along the path here as well, a little bit. Still need to connect all the way up to there here, but worry about that later. This will kind of help add a little bit of detail to the area, which is always nice. Also need to fix the path up to here. There we go. Wish I could plant more cattails as well, but can't really place them manually, unfortunately. It's kind of random of how many they place, so that's alright though. Could do a small tree. You could plant small trees, right? Yeah, there we go. Small fir tree. Let's do one over here. Possibly one over here. And scatter a few more of these shrubs around as well. Alright, I think that's good enough. Don't want to go too crazy. Oh, definitely need something over here. Let's do one of those. Nice. Alright, so I'd say it's a good time to wrap up this video. I'm sorry if I was a little bit quiet today. I haven't really got to record in a while, so having a hard time getting back into it, but I'm glad I got to record something today finally. And I'm also really happy that I finally got to build in this area. And I'd say we're pretty much finished. Maybe once we come back to the series, we can add a little bit more, possibly if we do feel like it. But yeah, for now, I would like to call this place finished. So yeah, next episode will be probably a roll tour or something else. I'm not sure yet. I guess we'll have to see. And then after that, of course, we gotta take a little bit of a break. And then hopefully in a little bit we can come back here to this amazing world and start doing some more awesome things or start a new world. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. But yeah, hope you guys end up enjoying the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment if you want. And also if you're new here and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Alright, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.